Welcome back to Movies Explained. Today's film is an adventure thriller from 2017 titled Iceman. The film begins with protagonist Calab residing in a small settlement with his wife, child, and other villagers. In the story, unique individuals form a close-knit community, each fulfilling specific roles. Film takes its time to showcase the daily routines and tasks of the villagers, giving the audience a glimpse into their close-knit relationship with the natural world. You see Calab and other men in the village embarking on hunting expeditions, using their knowledge of the land and their finely honed tracking skills to secure food for the community. The women in the village, including Calab's wife, gather berries and other edible plants, tend to the children, and maintain their modest dwellings. Among them is Calab, a skilled hunter who tirelessly provides for his family. During this initial portion of the film, the audience is introduced to the village's spiritual beliefs and practices, which play a significant role in the characters' lives. The villagers hold various rituals, offering thanks and prayers to the natural world and the forces they believe govern it. These spiritual elements are intricately woven into the fabric of the villagers' lives, and their devotion to their beliefs is evident in their actions. It is within this context that the tragic event of childbirth takes place. A woman in the village gives birth to a baby but dies during the process. This event creates a somber atmosphere within the settlement as the villagers mourn the loss of one of their own. Calab and his wife, feeling a strong sense of compassion and responsibility towards their fellow villagers, decide to adopt the orphaned infant. We see the community come together to support Calab and his wife as they navigate the challenges of raising a newborn while still grieving the loss of their friend. The villagers' shared grief and commitment to supporting one another further emphasize the unity that defines their way of life. During these early scenes, Calab is also shown to be the guardian of a mysterious, sacred wooden box called Tanaka, which holds great spiritual significance for his people. The villagers treat the box with reverence, and Calab, in particular, is deeply protective of it. The peaceful and idyllic life of Calab and his fellow villagers is suddenly shattered when tragedy strikes in the form of a brutal and unexpected attack. While Calab is away on a hunting trip with his friend Tagra, a skilled hunter and a trusted community member, the village is unexpectedly attacked by a group of raiders. The invaders are from a rival clan led by Krant, characterized by his ruthless ambition and desire to expand his territory and power. The raiders arrive under cover of darkness, catching the villagers off guard and leaving them with little time to prepare a defense. The invaders show no mercy as they storm the settlement, killing everyone. Krant is especially focused on finding the sacred Tanaka, as he believes possessing it will grant him immense power and control over the other tribes in the region. As the raiders search for the Tanaka, they ransack the village, tearing apart the huts and brutally interrogating the remaining villagers to locate the sacred box. One of the villagers, a young woman named Ella, is captured by the raiders and is forced to reveal the location of the Tanaka. She bravely resists their torture but ultimately divulges the information to save her life. Upon learning the location of the Tanaka, Krant orders his men to seize the box and set fire to the village, erasing all traces of their heinous crime. With the Tanaka in their possession, the raiders retreat into the night, leaving a scene of unimaginable destruction and death behind them. The once peaceful village is reduced to smoldering ruins, with the bodies of its inhabitants lying scattered amongst the wreckage. During the attack, Calab's wife, unnamed in the film, does her best to protect their child and the orphaned baby. Despite her valiant efforts, she succumbs to the raiders' brutality and is killed along with the other villagers. The newborn baby miraculously survives the carnage, having been hidden by Calab's wife in a desperate attempt to save its life. As Calab and Taga return from their hunting trip, they catch sight of smoke rising from the village and immediately sense that something terrible has happened. Returning to the settlement, they are confronted with the horrifying aftermath of the attack. In the aftermath of the devastating attack, Calab is consumed by grief and an overwhelming desire for vengeance. With the newborn baby in his care, he embarks on a perilous journey to track down the raiders and exact revenge for the massacre of his people. Calab's journey is fraught with danger, as he must navigate treacherous terrain, endure harsh weather conditions, and face a variety of adversaries. Throughout his journey, Calab relies on his survival skills and intimate knowledge of the land to track the raiders. Along the way, he encounters wild animals, such as wolves and bears, which he must fend off to protect himself and the baby. Calab's quest for vengeance is not solitary, as he is accompanied by his loyal friend Tagra. Together, they face the myriad challenges of their journey, supporting each other through moments of doubt and despair. As Calab and Tagra pursue the raiders, they cross paths with various other characters, each adding depth and complexity to the story. One such character is Risen, a wise and enigmatic healer who offers Calab guidance and assistance during his journey. Risen's knowledge of the natural world and her understanding of the spiritual forces at play help Calab make sense of the events between him and his people. Calab encounters a group of nomadic travelers who Krant and his raiders have also victimized. Led by a resourceful and courageous woman named Sira, the nomads join forces with Calab and Tagra in their quest for justice. Sira's strength and determination inspire Calab, reinforcing his resolve to bring the raiders to justice and reclaim the stolen Tanaka. Calab's encounters with other characters reveal the shifting alliances and rivalries between various groups, highlighting the constant struggle for power and resources that characterize the period. As Calab's journey progresses, he begins to piece together the identity of the raiders and their motivations for attacking his village. He learns that Krant and his men are part of a larger network of tribes united under a brutal and unjust leader who seeks to expand his dominion by any means necessary. Armed with this knowledge, Calab becomes even more determined to exact revenge and end the raiders' reign of terror. One of the most significant encounters on Calab's journey occurs when he faces a rival tribe that initially tries to kill him. However, after witnessing his remarkable survival skills and unyielding determination, the members of the rival tribe, led by their chieftain Goran, begin to respect Calab and ultimately offer their support in his quest for revenge. This alliance provides Calab with valuable information about Krant and his raiders and demonstrates the potential for cooperation and unity among different tribes, even in the face of adversity. Calab must grapple with whether his quest for justice is worth the personal cost and the potential impact on the vulnerable newborn in his care. As Calab and his allies close in on Krant and his raiders, they prepare for a climactic confrontation. Using their combined knowledge of the land and their skills, they plan to ambush the raiders and reclaim the stolen Tanaka. The stakes are high, as the outcome of this confrontation will determine the fate of Calab's people and their cultural heritage. When the confrontation finally occurs, it is a fierce and intense battle, with both sides displaying remarkable skill and ferocity. Throughout the battle, Calab remains focused on his ultimate goal of exacting revenge on Krant and recovering the Tanaka. He engages in a one-on-one confrontation with Krant, in which both men display strength, cunning, and determination. Their intense duel symbolizes the struggle between good and evil and the personal nature of Calab's quest for vengeance. In the end, Calab emerges victorious, killing Krant and avenging the massacre of his village. He reclaims the Tanaka, securing the spiritual legacy of his people and ensuring that their cultural heritage will endure. With his quest for vengeance complete, Calab must confront the reality of his shattered life and find a way to move forward, even as he grapples with his journey's emotional and psychological toll. Calab's quest for vengeance ends with Krant dead and the sacred Tanaka recovered. However, the victory comes at a great personal cost. Many lives were lost, including Calab's wife, fellow villagers, and some of the allies he made along the way. The emotional burden of these losses weighs heavily on Calab as he reflects on the price he has paid for justice. In the aftermath of the climactic battle, Calab and the surviving members of his makeshift alliance, including Tagra, Risen, Sira, and Goran, must decide what their next steps will be. The group considers returning to their respective tribes and attempting to rebuild their lives. However, the devastation they have all experienced and the bonds they have forged throughout their journey complicate this decision. It becomes clear that their shared experiences have created a strong sense of camaraderie and unity, making it difficult for them to part ways and return to their previous lives simply. As they discuss their options, Kelab is approached by Risen, who offers him a different path. She suggests that they establish a new settlement together, combining their unique skills and experiences to create a community that can endure and prosper despite the challenges they have faced. Risen's proposal is a testament to her wisdom, foresight, and belief in the power of resilience and unity. Prospect of a new beginning is initially met with hesitation by some members of the group who are wary of the challenges that come with starting a new life in an unfamiliar place. However, as they discuss the idea further, they begin to see the potential benefits of forging a new path together. They recognize that their shared experiences and diverse skill sets could create a strong foundation for a thriving community. As the group deliberates, Kelab reflects on his journey and the personal growth he has experienced along the way. He acknowledges the pain and loss he has endured but also recognizes the strength and resilience he has gained. This introspection helps him come to terms with his past and accept the possibility of a brighter future. Kelab and his allies embark on the challenging journey of establishing a new settlement together. They choose a suitable location in the heart of the Alps, where they can harness the land's natural resources and create a haven for their new community. As they begin building their new home, you notice the contributions of each character. Tagra's hunting skills, Risen's healing abilities, Sira's resourcefulness, and Guran's leadership all play crucial roles in the development of the settlement. As Kelab's new community begins to take shape, the importance of preserving its cultural heritage and passing it down to future generations becomes increasingly apparent. The film places a strong emphasis on the role that the sacred Tanaka plays in maintaining the spiritual and cultural continuity of Kelab's people. By safeguarding the Tanaka, Kelab ensures that his ancestors' beliefs, customs, and values will not be forgotten, even as the world changes. As the film draws to a close, the resilience and determination that the characters have displayed throughout their journey serve as a powerful reminder of the human capacity for growth, adaptation, and survival in the face of adversity. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.